Right. So we read about how Augustus is now the dictator in Rome. During his rule, he made several reforms to the government, which means he changed it up, including the establishment of a dynasty. So, under the new dynastic tradition, the position of empire was passed on to the ascendants of the previous empire. So, they are no longer a republic. People cannot vote on who they want to be in charge. Now it just goes to descendants or children of who is already in charge. Okay, just like a king or a queen. Ambitious would-be empires and their supporters, so people who wanted to be at the top, did not hesitate to sabotage or even murder anyone they saw as a threat to their possible claim to the throne. Okay, so there were lots of murders, and this page talks about all those murders. So Augustus was succeeded by his stepson Tiberius, and it was believed that Tiberius ordered the murder of one of the challengers to his claim as emperor. So he was afraid that somebody else might get it, so he ordered that person to be murdered. He was an efficient ruler, which means he got things done, but he was considered very cold and unlikable. Tiberius was followed by the notoriously cruel Caligula, who was believed to have gone insane after an illness. He was finally killed by the Praetorian Guards and succeeded by his uncle Claudius. Again, lots of murder. Claudius was believed to have been poisoned by his wife Agrippina, who wanted her son Nero to become emperor. Nero was one of the most notorious of the Roman emperors. He had his mother assassinated, which means he had his mother killed, and allowed a fire to destroy the city of Rome. He was the last emperor of the dynastic line of Julius and Augustus Caesar. So he's the last one from that family. So again, everyone wants to be in power and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. But despite all of that murder when it comes to being the top of the dynasty, Rome itself was a very peaceful place. So the chaos and violence that often accompanied the succession at the highest level of Roman government, it was not reflected in Roman society. Stability and order were important to the Romans, so they wanted everything to be peaceful, and their efforts were seen throughout the empire. All of their cities looked the same. So all Roman cities had a theater, religious temples dedicated to various gods, because they believe in multiple gods, just like the Greeks, and aqueducts to carry water, and public bathhouses. Citizens throughout the Roman Empire were also treated the same. They spoke Latin, so they all spoke the same language. They used the same currency, the same money. We talked about that last week, where each coin has a certain value, just like us, and they used the same calendar. All of these elements meant that the cities and people throughout the empire were connected.